Right. That's also going to go right through Clay Pigeon. I mean, I don't know how worried you're going to be about too much of the trapping. And so this might be right out of the gate, Embo having to figure out a little bit more of a game plan. I do know Embo is nasty with the can setups, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, they're one of the best duck hunts for a reason. For me, it just feels like duck hunt takes long to kill. You know what I mean? And I feel like on the recovery with no hitbox unless you're using the can to help you, which Shulk can smack through, the edge guarding situation is going to be, it just seems like it's going to be so hard.
And that's a nice thing. That's a fun thing about watching somebody who plays a character that's not normally considered like higher top tier.
Right.
Is that they have all these flaws to the character, but they still play the character anyways, and they've gotten to that level because they know how to mitigate these different issues, as well as how to maximize off of their strengths.
Yeah. And like I said, you know, we're going to see Shulk slicing through any kind of like, you know, setups that Embo's going to be doing. I feel like Embo, you know, he might be a zoner, but like they're very mobile. They're always moving around the stage while setting up these traps you're kind of running into. It's like booby traps, you know. You pull up the lever and you see something falling on your head. You know what I mean? You got to watch out or else you're getting put into the dungeon, so to speak.
I love how Embo is utilizing Can and Clay Pigeon as if it's more like Luma.
Right.
I'm going to put this in between you and I, so if you try to aggress, you're going to get hit by it. Or like that grab that we saw earlier. Jared pops the grab, but it doesn't matter because Clay Pigeon is out that frame one option, and it gets him out of the grab. Still, that forward air, you mentioned it earlier, that edge guard is going to be a pretty brutal thing.
It just seems like that's the win condition, bro. I put the dog off stage, and there's not really much can you do.
Hey, the dog can't fly, and that duck ain't strong enough to lift him neither.
That duck is strong, though, bro.
Oh, heck yeah.
Must be.
How do you lift a dog?
Finding a way for sure.
I mean, that pup is big. You barely lift it as a man.
And this is what I mean. This is like, how is Duckman going to be finding these kills? You know, the can waiting on the ledge, kind of like expose what Jared's going to choose off the ledge and kind of punishing it there. But the damage output, I feel, is you know, can be in Duckman's favor sometimes. Especially in shield art where you're slow. We ain't going nowhere.
Oh, 100%. I will say, I love how Jared understood that, look, I've got this can on the platform. I'm going to send it the other way. Because whenever you hit can, it switches which direction it's going to go when it gets shot.
Yeah, I mean, can will always go the way that you hit it. So if you hit it with a back air, it will go the other way, right? So it's the way that Embo kind of utilizes the can movements and, you know, which hitboxes you use it with to kind of mix up and then keep it deceptive on Jared's shield.
Yep. Reverse nair is such a good tool for Shulk, just being able to reverse that aerial movement while sending out that nair. The fact that it starts in back and then ends in back is absolutely insane.
Right.
That forward throw. Oh, Smash Art online looking for the fair. All the same. Good gracious. Just go ahead and overshoot. Catch it. Almost get the kill, too. This character got the power of the rainbow on their side. Lemon power or mango power on deck.
And I like the can coming backwards to kind of like keep Jared from rolling. Had to get up or neutral get up or jump. But this is the recovery I was talking about, bro. How do you recover safely? Embo finding a way.
Oh, 100%. Just threading the needle there. Getting right in between that down air. Such a horrifying situation, but all the same, now just keeping Jared at ledge. The regrab not going to get caught. Oh my gosh, Jared getting so aggressive, but no punish able to come out from Embo.
Yeah, having to hug the stage, literally showing it some love to get back to the stage, and still could be so unforgiving. But, you know, Embo finding a way to kind of keep in this game, and actually has the percent lead and finds the duck, slamming him down with the beak, and, you know, now Jared's at a disadvantage position.
Yeah, these two are not wanting to aggress at all. You could see Jared playing very patient, just trying to utilize the sword to keep him out. And this is one of those games where you're going to have to expect it to go a little bit long just because,
for sure.
Hey, you don't want to get close to Shulk. you don't want to let that dog cook.
And I feel like this is kind of the position, well, it was, where Duck Hunt wants to be the most, where they're in the lead, you have to chase them. And like I said, the booby traps are going to be coming out more and more, and you'll be tacking on percent. But, you know, even stocks, this is where Jared kind of wants to kind of settle in and keep that pressure up.
Oh, 100%. Jared has been getting so many grabs this game, and I'm starting to get worried that he might condition Embo Z out of shield a lot more.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you're prone to like landing back air with Smash Art or whatever. And we've seen some pretty early stocks come from Shulk doing that in the past.
Yeah, just interrupting Jared's combos or strings with these can, man, can be so pestering for Jared to get anything started. You know, the side B as well, if frame one might have a lot of end lag, but it is frame one. 2 frame one options from Duck Hunt can be so annoying to kind of get in on him.
Oh, 100%. Right there, Tomahawk grab coming through. I love how Embo is just positioning that can right as he's about to come to ledge.
Yeah.
Pop this here. You stay away from me. This option is going to be clear. This area is danger zone for you.
Now we're in Smash Out. We talk about danger zone. You're in definitely the wrong position. You don't want to be. The ledge trapping situation. Here it is. Hits him with his own can. Getting a taste of their own beans. And looks for the dunk. Doesn't get it. It's Embo's turn now. Ledge trap situation. What are we picking? Goes for the aggressive neutral get up. Or the get up
backslash. Ooh, the multi-hits of that up smash going to tear through the shield art. Of course, the only art that when you hit it, it loses some timer on it.
And that was interesting, the up smash, Embo finding it as well, you know. And I feel like those smash attacks are so laggy.
Yeah.
It's really hard to find them, but, you know, Embo finds a way, man. He finds a way.
I think it was just the understanding that Jared, in that moment, didn't have as much movement as you need to have to get through there, right?
For sure.
And so he's coming in with this forward air. All of a sudden, that's going to be a pretty bad option on shield to where Embo should be able to catch it. And sure enough, you know, just pop the up smash and hope the dice roll on that that damage to the shield art can pull through. And even if it doesn't, right, you aren't in a bad position.
Yeah, for sure.
I love the dog nose tag.
It's not even for Embo.
I know. That's the best part.
Does that mean like that's where he's aiming for? Like literally the dog's nose when he's forward as it?
Yeah, that's where the forward. That's where the back air and the down air is supposed to go. It's just a proper incision. He's out here trying to do some surgery on him.
And I see Jared opting for the Buster. You know, it wants that early damage to kind of set the pace, but it seems to be in Embo's favor. And it's getting juggled over the up airs. Now you have to find the can. I feel like what Embo likes to do is he'll put you in the air, he'll throw the can on one side, and he'll cover the left side as well, or the other side, so to speak, just to make sure that he's covering so many angles, and it can be putting Jared in so many uncomfortable positions.
Yeah, ooh, the catch with the gunman right there. The scary thing was, too, Embo was right up in there, and so even if you had went for the shield as Jared, all of a sudden the grab's going to come through, and you're still getting caught.
And look at the percent that Jared's taken already, by the way.
129? Goodness, the damage output is absolutely insane. That up air even almost killing. Oh, the second one's going to do it. Jared kind of leaning back in that seat, kind of questioning.
I mean, if I was getting beat up by a dog in his duck, I'd be kind of questioning something as well. But I think why he's throwing the frisbee as well. It's crazy.
Just, bro, we're supposed to be playing catch. Why are you throwing the frisbee at me, dog?
Oh, wee! I feel like,
classic.
I was going to say, I feel like a lot of Shulks seem to be doing that more and more. It's up smash from the ledge. It does catch.
Oh, all of them do
a little bit of a vacuum hitbox
If you go to a region, so like I am sure PNW was like, oh, that's the Jared special. California was like, oh, that's the Sandfall special. Anybody who was watching this from Europe, heck, you were probably thinking that it was the Ramsey special.
I've never seen Ramses do that,
Ramsey don't do it?
That's an American option, bro. Either way.
Hey, everybody in America who plays Shulk will be doing that. But you know who? What Jared's doing? Taking that F smash and taking a minute to breathe. I would be too.
And again, opting for the Buster when the stock starts. It seems to be interesting, you know. I want to know the game plan behind it of, like, you know, getting the early damage and switching straight to smash to get this kill. It would keep it even as well, you know. Hasn't taken too much damage, but he's about to. The side B into the net, big damage, the can, and the gunman just sticking strong. Bro, Embo is setting up a whole damn fortress on that left side, is keeping Jared out.
Well, and that's a big thing, right? Embo at this point has realized that, look, I might be playing the low tier, but I can make Jared have to work harder than me.
Yeah, for
And that's kind of a big thing, right? If you have the easier autopilot, the better game plan, you just take time to wear out your opponent. All of a sudden, it makes the game a lot more easier for you, and that's kind of what I think we're starting to see. Jared has shown a lot of visual frustration, but definitely a player who is used to playing at the top level and displaying wonderful, wonderful performances, so he could definitely clutch this out still, especially with Shulk.
It just seems that Embo's in too much control. He has so much stage presence. That gunman is going to take him off the top, and Jared taking a little bit of a seat back and just thinking, you know, what the hell do I do against this creature?
Yeah.
And the other creature. Right?
The duck, the dog, or the gunman? Which one? Which one of the? Which two of the
duck.
three? Just the duck. Just the duck is the creature.
For sure.
But, you know, I think Jared got caught up a lot by those gunman timings. It felt like Embo just constantly had one up, and it felt like there was never a good time for Jared to try to push in and get through.
I'm really impressed with how the way Embo's kind of tackling this matchup. I feel like anyone would kind of, you know, most people think, oh, hey, man, big zoner and big swordman. Okay, big swordman must win. But Embo's finding these pockets of opportunity to kind of, like, you know, understand of where he can put his game plan, setting up that fortress, and just keeping Jared out. And I feel like Jared's always chasing him and taking damage. And eventually you're going to find the kill.
Yeah, and that's just how it be. There's been a lot of stocks where Embo took him at like, what, 140, 150, whatever. And so, you know, going up in this game too, oh, now one more is all Embo needs to be able to seal it out and get one step closer to that top 16.
And the FD pick is very, very interesting, you know. I feel like the Duck Hunt's going to have way more stage control now. There's no platforms to run, to hide under. You know, you just have to face on the Duck, the Dog, and the Gunman all together. And it's a 3-on-1 that I would never want to be involved in.
I think the big idea is not allowing the can to be on platforms, right?
Right.
Because when you are playing a character like Duck Hunt, where you have so many options to cover the same lane,
yeah,
those gunmen, the frisbee, that will cover the main like ground areas. And so you go ahead, you utilize platforms to let Can be in the air and control the air, and all of a sudden it's created this wall. Where on an FD, you can't put the can on a platform.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Jared can go ahead and jump through and get over that wall a little bit easier, just making it shorter.
That's a good point to be fair. Do you feel like Jared can find some momentum in this? You know, he did pick the stage for a reason. It's just more a case of like, you know, how the hell is he getting? He's getting pelted with cans all over the joint. Can't find anywhere to kind of be comfortable.
Honestly, I want to see more of that speed art. I'm like starting to think about it. I don't know how many times I've seen the blueberry power up.
Well, I feel like, you know, rushing in on the Duck is kind of what Embo wants. He wants you to approach him because he's got that counterbalance that can, you know, mitigate a bit. No, either way,
I think
Jared's taking that first stop.
I think to an extent, because the main thing is if Shulk is predictable with how far they can go, with their drift and everything, then all of a sudden it becomes a lot easier for Embo to cover. But you have to get in somehow, and so having speed to go ahead and quickly maneuver back, or you could all of a sudden just not overshoot that. And so having a little bit of a bigger mix-up might be the idea behind that idea. Ooh, the foresight not quite coming into play the way he wanted, but still, you know, no death, had the shield art up and ready.
And you see, you know, Embo kind of taking his time. As soon as Jared comes to run into approach, you know, Embo is hiding behind that can, ready to hit it back with a Duck.
We're just out here playing tennis now.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, whiffing on that one. Point to Embo. And Embo taking that stock right now. Only 33% of extra credit right now for Jared, and that is already getting cleaned back up.
Yeah, bro, Embo's already back in the game. Like, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, and I like how Jared's trying to start utilizing the counter, but Embo is just already abusing it. It was such a quick adaptation from Embo, where it felt like Jared was just trying to throw some cog in the machine to get in the way, and Embo was already ready for it. He had that backup plan.
Yeah, I mean, the plan seems to be working for sure. The game, you know, the plan A. But okay, Jared finding that up air, not letting Embo land for free. You got to pay a little bit of tax, but it doesn't matter. He's doing some tax evasion for sure. You know, Embo back in this game.
Yeah, no. I mean, even though Jared has been on the forefront of taking the lead this game, it has never felt like Embo has let him get away with it for long.
I agree.
And now all of a sudden, Embo's starting to cook up a little bit more.
It just seems like Jared is losing so many interactions because he's getting too desperate. He's rushing in, and he's being met with cans, you know, duck pokes from the beak, you know, I mean, up airs as well. Like, it just doesn't seem comfortable for Jared to be anywhere, you know, above him. And you would think not, because he has such a big disjoint, but he's just not able to use it so well in this matchup, because Embo's, you know, camp game is very, very effective right now.
It also feels like at any moment that Jared gets in range to throw out that sword, Embo is already out of there.
Right.
He saw the cops coming, and he is bouncing.
I'm telling you, bro, he's mobile.
He is mobile. The Frisbee is such a scary option.
Frame one, bro, I'm telling you, it's a scary move.
Frame one, and then you get caught by the multi-hit of the guns, and Embo can still move in on you for the follow-up.
Yep, you see that? Look at that, breaking it. Not getting a chance to kind of counter Embo. Jared kind of, again, just being a bit too desperate. He's losing a lot of interactions because of it. Gets the smash out, but he's just not able to use it. You know, Embo's doing such a good time of wasting that smash out time down.
Yeah, and look at that gunman catching once more. Feels like as the set has gone on, Jared has just gotten more and more susceptible to the gunman.
Yeah, for sure.
Can coming through, 123 on deck. This is so close to kill percent, but you know what? Duck Hunt does struggle to kill. It's just a matter of can he get like the can hit or the gunman.
Yeah, not even the back are going to do it. In jump part has to, but again, air dodging into the can again.
Even the
signs
can.
of no life, bro.
Jared popping the shield art, try to regain neutral. And that gunman, if the shield art wasn't there, was it.
And now he doesn't have to. Jared smash out on the ledge. How does Embo recover? Look at the can, pushing Jared all the way. Did you see that? Left side to center stage, bro. He commanded that stage and commanded that set. 3-0, clean from Embo. That was so good, bro. That can pressured him.
2 cans, that's all he needed. 1 to regain the stage, and the second one to go ahead and shut the game out.